Hi, welcome to yet another Innercircle Podcast from 18startup. Today we have an enthusiastic, young, energetic Santhosh with us. He has been building in medtech, and we have had a beautiful journey together. And I would just let him introduce himself. Hi, Santhosh.
Hello,
Welcome.
sir. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Santhosh Kumar, co-founder and CEO of Spinacle. So, yes, should I start with your my introduction?
Yes,
Yes,
go ahead and
okay. So, Spinacle, I and my co-founder, who is like Nishalu, who has been the co-founder and CEO of Spinacle. So, we started a journey together in my college days, like in my second year of undergraduate in Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology. So, we are from Chennai. So, Spinacle also founded there, where we were more enthusiastic about AI and things that take, so where it leading to. So, at that time, while we discussion, so we thought instead of going for a job and the placement, so we thought like why we couldn't start a startup. But at that time, so there was a developing of the ecosystem, but we couldn't find able to find the mentors or the guidance to guide us to in a proper way of doing a startup. So where we thought itself like registering a company would be the first thing of doing a startup. So that is what exactly we do. But realizing that it was a mistake, but then like we started by registering our company first as a Spinacle Technologies Private Limited. Then only we came to know by attending the events and like going to the conferences, meeting peoples, and got some mentors. So that's where we have understood that it's not about registering the company, but it has to have a core idea which with a vision that drives our startup from idea to proof of concept to prototype and MVP. Then after generating revenue only, we have to thought about registering the company. But it was a reverse journey for us, but it quite give us a confidence because if not registering a company also, it would lead us to thought other directions. So okay, it's not worked out, so can we go for a placement or something? But registering as a company, it gave us no stick up onto this. So no, we have to do the startup, so we are responsible for it. As we are the directors, we have to like we have to give the this tax and everything to the auditor. For that we have to work. So this is how our journey started. So we started as an AI startup, but then we were into the every sectors because we thought AI as the core, but we have to implement that AI in somewhere. So first we thought with we have started with an rover, which is in robotics kind of section, but it needs a huge investment at that time, so we couldn't able to do that. And so later on, like we have seen in agricultural, farmer, and finance also, but it was behind our scope, like as a college student. So because there is no mentor also to guide us, then we thought I like frequently visits hospital, like taking my grandma and grandfather. So I thought like there is a large of scope that we can implement AI over there. So that's how we got into the AI healthcare. So this is after 6 months of registering our company. So when we started in AI healthcare, we are not that particularly about the problem, where we were identifying the problem by just asking the hospitals so that's how we have entered into the AI radiology. So how this started means, so when you visited the hospital, it's always starts from diagnostics. If it is diagnostics, it end up with radiology and pathology. So in radiology, so we thought why we can't implement AI over there. Then we started our research over there by interviewing radiologists and radiographers, what's the problem, what you exactly do your day-to-day life, and what's the things going on. So then we have find out they have to sit manually, then they have to do the segmentation, especially arteries where they are spending like about 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours for to segment that. So we thought as a tech perspective. So we are not at the medical background. So as a tech perspective, see, we got the data, we are implementing AI. So it makes the segmentation 5 to 10 minutes. So the time is reduced, the productivity also improved, and the hospital, obviously hospital going to pay. So like after we got a mentor from Startup India, where he guided us to this, where he motivated us to go and speak with hospitals. He connected with hospitals. So where he have been encouraging and motivated us to do so. So where this journey continues for 1.5 years. So in this 1.5 years journey, so we thought like as a tech perspective only. But when we start the reality of the medical and healthcare, so it makes us so little scared actually. So what is this? So it's not that easy to get into the medical, and the getting, if you done also, it's not going to the market that easy, because there are a lot of hurdles and struggles. If anyone into healthcare, they might know. So because it's actually a life issue, right? So when it comes to the patients or someone, so it has to be an accurate, and also it has to be an ease of use for the doctors or hospitals who are going to use our product. It's not about the money. So there are a lot of regulatory and compliances issue, where the main compliances regulatory issue that we face is data. So where we are, our customers mostly would be multi-specialty hospitals and super specialty hospitals. So this hospital won't give the data as easy. So we couldn't able to get the data because their privacy issue, their brand name could damage if something misinterpretation happens. So we thought, okay, so then 1.5 years we worked, then we saw the future, like more number of competitors around us, but not particularly we have selected a niche. If we have to develop, we have to like do all together, so that we can bring value to the hospital. But then so since healthcare is so attracted and the problem servers, then we started into the data management. See, data is problem, right? So we manage the data. So that's how we entered into the data management. So the data management also didn't work for us, because there are a lot of EHR and the HIMS service. Then we moved to the insurance, because we thought, who really handles the data? Then the insurance companies. So insurance companies, so we sit and work at like how the insurance companies work and everything. Then it is worse than the healthcare, because so healthcare is like, for example, 50% of regulatory and 50% of product. Insurance 80% of the regulatory, only 20% of the product. So even if you want to start enter into the insurance, you need like at least a 1 crore to invest in that. So we thought this going to be happen. Then we thought of how we can we get rid of this, and how we need to stay in healthcare, but how we can that, and at the same time we need to be in AI. So then we thought, we came up with an idea of cancer care, where this cancer care, like is so motivated us, because everyone nowadays like had diagnosed with the cancer, because of due to the more diagnostic centers, and everyone like with advanced clinical also. So we thought, why we can finance cancer patients, and like we'll help them. We can take their data and to develop AI. So this was the initial thought about it. While we entered deeply, then we see cancer patients really needs money. So this made us like to get deep into the cancer care, where we have made a product secure also. So where it always like financing the cancer patient is again a big question mark. How you are financing where the patient knows like he will be going to die. But we had the concept ready, and also we got a good proof also. Like, we are not going to support third stage or fourth stage. We are going to support early stage cancer patients. We are not going to underwrite on the cancer patients, but the family members who want to lead them. So then taking their data, we can collaborate with pharma companies or data companies on the data for the better research and the future possibilities. So after 3 months of diving deeper into cancer also, so we got an thing like credibility issues, the so-called founder market fit. So these terms I'm not that much good, but so where the people's asking, so who are the incubation, we approaching incubation investors or the mentors, also the founder market. See what you want to do, but where you are now. So if you see, we have to do in AI, but we ended up in finance. So these things, it actually changed the journey, but there is some impact because still now we have focused only on the impactful. So if you see Silicon Valley as a tech founders, they will be focusing on disruptive techs, where it will helps in productivity. But in India, most of the startups will work on impactful, either in healthcare or agricultural or sustainable development goals, climate tech. So these are everything as an impactful, where we have more value upon this disruptive. A disruptive, you have to build a product, you have to sell it. But in healthcare and these techs, you need to make an impactful thing. So that impact, that in these 3 years of startup journey, we were focusing on that only. Then after cancer also, we working out. So if we need to do, we have to change the policies of the financial, because there is no such policies to help the cancer patients. So we are into 3 years of journey. Again, we have to spend 1.5 years on proving this, then taking this to the investors or the finance companies who actually finance the cancer. So it again a big challenge for us in coming to compliance and regulatory. So where we entire journey stuck upon compliance regulatory. So in the meantime only, before cancer journey only, like we have participated in 18 startup. So 18 startup, like at that time, my thinking was about most of the incubations I have been part of, like a T Hub, NSRCL, and the Triple IT Delhi. So lot more. So where they have mostly teached us the idea, product, the growth, GTM, everything. So mostly every cohort that contains a business model canvas, and mostly like they have to work on who is your customer, ideal customer profile. But 18 startup journey is quite different, where our only cohort, like it's an adventurous find with into the entrepreneurship learning, where us like happen in Kunnur, like Ooty. So it's a cold, and it was an adventurous where we have gone trekking and mountain. So that's an amazing cohort that I have in my scene in my entire startup journey, where mostly I have learned about this founders. So where it makes understood who is founders and what is like so it purpose of the founders and co-founder, a good team, and so there are a lot more things that I have learned as for the productivity, and so yeah, basic structure. So why you need to start a startup, so why you have to start a startup, and who is your customers and everything. So and I have made some great friends, like the co-founders of 18 startups, and so like there are some other like cohort startups, right? So everyone's are like in my same age. So like in this cohorts of T Hub and the NSRCL, they are like experience. We can't go and gel with them. But here, like everyone at the same age, so we can speak and we can learn from others, and we can see the different perspectives while pitching our idea. So these things made us to got like more number of insights. So after that only we have started the cancer journey. So where these 3 months they were quite supportive, especially Prakash sir, like on the mentor side, where he has like slashed and bashed us like with this review, like with the questionnaire. So that made us to rethink again and again. So we are doing the right thing or not. Actually, he is the one like with his questions only we changed it to insurance to cancer actually. So he asked the right questions at the right time, but after 3 months also he still motivated us to do so. But then we have seen the scope of AI, because we are actually tech persons who can build easily the products, but still somehow like we have stick upon to the healthcare and impactful. We can't make a product that can go into the market. So that's only thing make us like see, we have into 3 years we didn't make a, we made a product, but we couldn't able to sell or make a revenue upon it. So that's the only thing. Then the start of AI and agents and the ADK. So these things are into the trend, like where as a tech person, where we have attracted. So we stopped it completely from the healthcare. Then we moved to the agents and the AI development. So we started developing on that. Now we are currently building some of financial and also analysis of the startup, where it's not the wow product, but it's a product that could make revenue, and also which is especially needed for startups and also for the investors or community like 18 startups. So that's we are currently working upon. So now like we got also we went for an hackathon, 2-3 hackathons with this kind of synergies, where as a tech we want some of the money over there. So we are utilizing that money to build upon this. So this is how our journey so far.
Oh my God. And all this journey in what, 1.5 years?
No, it's actually 3.5 years.
3.5 years, right. Very good. Oh yeah, from second year of college.
Second year,
right?
yes.
So 1.5 years since you graduated.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. So great, Santhosh. How do you feel about this 3.5 years that you've gone through? I mean, you have seen so much, and especially the last 1.5 years. I mean, while you were in college, you still had some student life and you are doing something. But now, the past 1.5 years, you've only been a startup founder. So how has it been? And what do you think? What you finished? Tell me how has it been, and then I'll ask the next question.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
I
Sure.
want to ask is, what do you think can significantly change your journey now? What one intervention or one support that if you get, you say that okay, from there we will be able to make the hockey stick change.
Hmm. So while in college, we got the time and also we got the patience to work upon the startups. But so in college, mostly then, okay, they are in college, they are doing something. While coming out, they will be definitely going for a job, but it's not a thought. But after 1.5 years, it's quite difficult because managing us, it's also easier, but managing the society around us, it's very good difficult because everyone will ask like, what's your son doing? What's your like a son he's earning or not? Even my own uncles are like asking about how much do you and you have a company and everything. So that's thing, it's quite difficult for me to handle even more for the startups. So
Mm.
this 1.5 years have been like only thing is somehow we have to generate a revenue one thing because in 2 years like 2 years as a college student and 1.5 years as a complete founder. So in this 3.5 years, this 1.5 years only, like I'm just worried about like what if we are not going, like the fear of failure. Yes, of course, like we have not, I'm going to fail newly because I have failed already. So, so it's 3 times, but 3 times we have learned a lot. So it's not that I'm just failed and not like that. But even what I'm thinking, even if I stayed and step on like on the things which I first done, it would become a product now. So because of the revenue part and also we have to generate and we have to survey. So these things made us to work up on a product which could easily generate the revenue. So that thing after graduating and from this 1.5 years, so it makes us to work more upon to focus on the part that generates the revenue, not on the impactful. We thought that we our vision before like in healthcare or this journey. So that's the thing. And the intervention, like what one thing that you could change, right? Time, I think, because that time that we had in our college days, it's so smooth and we were like studies and also the startup where we focus startup only. So, but now the time is so we thinking it's so less. We have to do something. Me and my co-founder, like the family situation of him and everything. So these things make us too worried about the time because we are not like spending time before we working on a product before and now. So somehow we have to make some money for the survival, and also we have to learn and we have to build the product. So if something that we have to sit together and we have to just make a complete thing within 3 to 6 months, if we got a good mentorship and also the right direction, if this leads to us to make a revenue, that would be a great intervention for us.
Mm. So, no, you said time. Time is what is really required now. So ultimately, I mean, you are saying time because you need to start earning money also. Is that the reason you are telling time, or
Yes,
are
yes.
you okay? Hmm. So if there can be something that can help us generate revenue, or
Mm,
some funding that can come through and help
mm.
you take forward. And currently, whatever effort that you are taking with regard to building agents and other things, is that generating revenue?
Not actually. Like we got the problems over there, but we have to build it because building agents and it's giving trial. It's another kind of revenue generation only. But
Hmm.
so we have just started like doing that. In hackathon also we worked on the personal finance, but we are changing that into B2B finance of managing of startup to simulate. But it's requires a complete structureful thing. It's not just generating like making some AI and deploying it. It's not that work because we have to focus on we have focused in now for exactly 3 things, that for interview calls and also like analysis and investors simulate. So these things where we are making a structure, so possibly we can make money like in 1.5 months or 2 weeks because we have set up time on it. And for survival, yes, I am doing a like a part-time for another healthcare startup where I'm just like supporting them on the hardware side and also the business side of it, where I joined as an entrepreneurship in residence, where I couldn't make able to take my product to the market, but where I'm feeling that I can learn that from the startup that I'm working now. And also Nishal is like doing a part-time in marketing in other startup.
Okay, great. Amazing journey, amazing energy, Santosh. I think I'm speaking to you at the right time, and I know that at some point in time I'm going to use this podcast to say I know Santosh. Okay. In future, I'm going to say that Santhosh and Nishalu are I used to mentor them. Now they have all become too big. They are not even lifting my call. Yeah. Good. So, is there anything that you would change in your journey so far in the past, whatever 3.5 years, that you think, okay, if that I would have changed, I might be in a different place.
Uh,
Entire life.
for me, my thing is we can't change the past. So whatever the thing happens, it's the reality that we have to accept. That's my thing. If I want to change, if I got the sorry, so uh, I can work upon AI like instead of into the healthcare. So that's one thing I can change. So instead of going into healthcare, we can work upon this generative LLM. So it would become somewhat like a good product that makes revenue for us. So that's
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you might have started a revenue focused business rather than an impact focused business.
yes.
Yeah. Right. Very good learning. Actually, revenue comes first, then it comes the impact.
Yes, because investors sees the revenue. Impact also will be there, but you have to survive first. You have to prove yourself. Then only you can go and speak to someone. If you don't generating revenue, you are have a good technology. Also, it doesn't people doesn't care. So what
Right.
they first asking is your startup generating revenue or not. So that's
Mm.
the thing. So
So
be
not just investors, even customers are
yes,
wanting
yes,
something that a
uh,
credible person to come and talk.
yes,
And
yes,
I think credibility is measured in terms of revenue.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Good. Nice, wonderful journey, Santosh. I think I know your journey, obviously, but there are a lot of things when you say it in such a comprehensive way, it looks very daunting. Uh, is there anything that you want to tell the people who are listening to the podcast or aspiring entrepreneurs? Okay, this is my learning. I want you guys to take it free.
Okay. So mostly as we know, there are young entrepreneurs who want to do a startup, but so don't make things within yourself. You have to share. Just now, I got back by one of my mentor now. So just whatever you're building, just share and do with your people who are no just talk to your professors or to the uh, your neighbors. If they call, just take it just think upon what you are making wrong, because that time that we started in our college, because no one is there to guide us. So that makes us okay, we can take things upon to us, but some things we have missed, so because not with the proper guidance. So that I'm thinking a lot. So, but then I got like a good mentors like Prakash sir and also Divesh sir. Like there are a lot more Sidhu sir. So who have been like each phase I got a good people to guide upon, because they made us to think in a right direction. But the end it's honest. It's not there because they will it's mentors are will guide you based on your storytelling and listening only. Like they can't come and sit together and support us. So mentor, it's taking upon important decisions, they will be with us. So who are the persons who are like early stage entrepreneurs or new founders? So you have to need a mentor, you have to connect with the mentor like all the time. So whatever the things, just keep update to him, just a WhatsApp message on things. If something they felt wrong, they will definitely help you upon. So the only thing, keep a person who can guide you all the time, and also not for everything, not for the small things, but for the mid things or the big decisions that you want to take. So that's the only thing. So because we don't have the experience, mentors have the experiences, so they have already seen these things. So that's the only suggestions that I give for the founders.
Good. So thanks, Santosh, for joining in the podcast today and sharing your journey so far.
Thank you so
And
much.
definitely, I am with the most people could already see that you are a very resilient founder, and you are going to build something great. And all best wishes for your great journey, Santosh.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the best for the 18 startup also.
So thanks, thank you very much. Nice
Yes, sir.
talking to you, Santosh. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.